What's up, Lego builders? Welcome back to Coconut Brick Studios. It's time to build some live. Wow, that didn't make any sense. It's time to build something alive. You can tell I don't do these very much anymore. I'm rusty. Hope everyone's doing well, having a good Sunday morning, afternoon, evening. Who knows what time it is? We're a global community over here, so we got all different times. Welcome, everyone. Let's see, who do we got in the chat today? Welcome, everyone. We've got Dinor Tank. Welcome to the stream. Nivangar Wall, Legendary, Serator, JKL, Jessica Means, Jonathan Wright, Dakota Schiller, Raiden Wright, Will88, Isabel Doomguy, User Q9, Stormtrooper Creations, and Vader's Basement in the house. Good to see both of you guys. Good to see all of you. Marvin, welcome to the stream. Shadow Milk Cookies. Ooh, milky cookies. Nice. Astral Architect, welcome, welcome. Let's see. Dominique, welcome to the stream. Oliver, Alex, we got a whole host of people in the chat. Welcome. So good to see so many people. We have 65 people here already. I actually, Stacy, Heroic Bricks, good to see you. Charlie Brickster, SVE, Empire Media Wild, user Q9. Also, shout out to Gray Jedi 1804 becoming a YouTube member. Welcome. Welcome to the membership or rejoining. Oh, so good to see everyone. What's everybody doing? Someone is building a Leopard 2A7 right now. Oh, I'm jealous. I'm jealous. What's up, broski? How you doing? Anybody else who has just joined, thank you for tuning in. Thank you for taking some time out of your day to come hang out with us. So, if you haven't already, don't forget to hit that like button. We have a little bit of a discrepancy here because according to my chat, we have 62 people in chat and 36 likes. So if you haven't, make sure to hit that like. Hit that like. Well, you can see there's a vehicle in front of me. This is something I've been wanting to do ever since I finished building this, because if anybody isn't familiar with this fine tank, I built this in a video a few weeks back where I turned random Lego sets into a kind of like sci-fi military. This was one of the builds. It was like a jungle explorer type Jeep. And with this one, I tried to keep the builds or use as many of the pieces from the original set as I could, just for the sake of the video, right? I still wanted to be somewhat of a challenge. Wouldn't really make sense for me to do like, oh, I'm turning these Lego sets into this and then just not use any of the pieces. This one was obviously very tough, but some of the pieces I did use were these mud guards, and they do not fit with the rest of the tank. This overhang right here makes no sense. Like, this is bad. It's ugly. We don't like this. So I need to redesign this and make it look more accurate. Hey, what's up, Krieg? Designed a few IFVs myself, and I fully understand the struggle. It is not fun. I mean, I take that back. It's fun. It's just, it can be a real challenge, especially with a compact vehicle like this. So what I'm going to be doing is ripping out this underside and redoing it. I think the turret's perfect. I'm so happy with the turret. But my plan is to take the same underside as this armored APC that I built a while ago, because I think this is what it should look like, and I really like the shaping that I created here. So I'm going to do my best to recreate that, and that will hopefully raise up this tank, because I hate how low to the ground it is. It should be a little bit taller, especially given the fact that it's a amphibious vehicle. So that's what's going on today. I'm just going to be building, hanging out, chilling with you guys. Fix my table. It's a little crooked on the camera. Anybody else working on anything fun? Who cares? Table will be a little crooked. Let's see. To the guy asking about mech legs. Oh, you're talking to someone else. Okay. Is this the Sunday update? Yes, this is in lieu of a Sunday update. I'm doing a Sunday live stream. Every once in a while, I just got to do a little live stream, catch back up. But don't worry, there will be a video next Sunday. Will you ever make a Discord server? Maybe. Maybe someday. I watch your videos all the time. Thank you, Brayden. I appreciate that. Thank you for the support. The HAEF needs a WMIK style. I don't know that one. Recon vehicle. Interesting. Bro, I found 100 of those Sentinels chests. Whoa! Dude, you're going to have a massive Sentinel army. That's awesome. Hi, how do you make your mech legs stronger? Well, that's kind of a hard question to answer because I don't know what the legs look like. You know what I mean? It's kind of subjective depending on how the leg has previously been designed. But I would say, I mean, not knowing what the legs look like, try I don't know what your joint pieces are that you're using, but try strengthening those areas. I don't know. Sorry, it's just hard to give an answer if I don't know anything about the legs. When is Bro going live? I don't know. When is Bro going live? Working on Camino. More circles. The torture never ends. Why do you do this to yourself? When are you going to make building instructions? I'm not sure. Dude, how about that? I was playing Republic Commando yesterday, and I got killed by my own squad. How bizarre is that? Now building a bridge for a stop motion with my brother. Ooh, that sounds fun. I love a good bridge build. See you later, Krieg. Thanks for hopping in and saying hi. I appreciate it. I'm working on an ACP cone versus droids. Oh, cool. Okay, I need to grab a couple more pieces. I'll be right back. Okay. I'm not really looking forward to this because I don't know how I did it. What is more important when building mocks, organization or minifigs? Well, what do you mean by organization? I don't know what that means. So I don't really know how to compare it to minifigs. How did I do this? How did Ethan of yesteryear build? I think probably what I should do is start by taking this apart. Okay, great. Off to a great start. That's just terrific. What's your favorite Lego theme? Ooh, that is a tough question. That is a really tough question. Ooh. It's hard to say because there's like I would say like overall probably Star Wars or Bionicle. One of those two. Oh, design. Oh, I see what you mean. I probably organization because that would help you know where the minifigs go. Like if you don't really know what you're building or where things are going, you're gonna have a tough time creating something. I think I'm gonna have to strip this down to its roots, guys, to the foundation. Hey man, sorry I went to Bricks and Minifigs and I bought the 2026 Lego City Jungle Explorer truck and also have a Lego City taxi. Why are you apologizing for that? That sounds like a good thing. That's cool. That's a good truck. I have a couple of those. Can you do a weapon tutorial for firearms and rocket launchers? Maybe. Maybe. What's the blue thing? It's just a generic police vehicle, like a SWAT van type thing. It's gonna show up in the Lego City eventually. You guys know it's more so the military at this point, not really any police forces doing stuff. What do you guys think of the dropship I built last week? Are you a fan? Not a fan? What do you think? Oh man, I would hate when I have to break something this in depth because I'm always worried I won't be able to put it back together. But it must be done. The previous design just was not working. Just did not look good. I was not happy with it. And I think this new design will be much more satisfactory once it's all finished. Oh yes, I forgot how in depth I had to destroy this. Medieval build, please. Maybe. By the way, why do I have a crown at the side of my profile? I honestly don't know. It's YouTube's always doing new weird things. I have no idea, to be honest. Oh yeah, we're getting serious, guys. I'm literally destroying this down to the chassis. It was great. Coconut, you should make a faction that is allied with the Protectorate. Maybe I will. Maybe I will. Maybe there already is one. There was a little bit of lime green sprinkled in on some of the Protectorate's newer technology. I don't know if you guys noticed that or not. Loved it. You knocked that one out of the park. Thank you. That's honestly, that might be build of the year. We'll see. It's a little too early to announce that, I'll admit, but we'll see what happens because I think it turned out really good, and I love dropships. So I found those click hinge joints work very well, but they do make it less posable. So in the case of mechs, I think because I make videos with them, I do try to go for some posability, but structural integrity is very important. You got to have a sound build, or else it's just nightmarish trying to pose it and do things with it. Speaking from experience. Do you like donuts? Not really, to be honest. Can you make more lore on the Protectorates? There's more lore. It's just I have to be careful with how I release it. I don't want to just release it all at once. You know, I want to slowly release more lore as the story progresses. But don't worry, there is. Whew, you guys thought you had a lot of lore so far. Wait until you hear what's coming up. There is a lot more in store. And this is just the tip of the iceberg right now. There's factions coming up that'll make the Protectorates look like good guys. What are your tips for small creators? I would say keep an eye on what's trending in the niche, whatever niche it is you're focusing on, and just be aware of what's doing well, what's not, what's popular. And try and figure out ways to integrate that into your content. I agree. A Jeep Land Rover would be very useful. I mean, I already have that. Maybe you missed the video. I can show it on the screen. I have what's called the Wolverine. This bad boy. The roof's gone, but normally has a roof. This is very agile, very fast, very maneuverable. So this is basically what a recon vehicle would look like for the HAEF. Anything smaller or lighter just wouldn't really perform super well. You do need something pretty big and pretty rugged for where these guys are going. So I do have that covered. How many Sentinels do you have? I'm not sure. I want to say 10, 8 to 10. I don't know. It's hard to know because I never have them all out at once, you know? They're just like, I'll pull some out for this video, pull some out for that. Isn't this the tank from your HAEF army? It sure is. But it's getting a total upgrade. As you can see, I'm basically building it from the ground up again. Ah, still too low? Dang it. Oh, that was loud. 66 viewers in the chat. R.I.P. the Jedi. Can you guys hear the music, by the way? I forgot to ask. Hopefully I haven't just been jamming out by myself this whole time. Can you make separate lore video at the end of the series? Yes. At the end of the lore series, or at the end of this particular series, there will be a full lore update. That way, people can get everything. I'll basically get everyone up to speed because I know people will be lost and confused. Oh, this is going to be a lot taller. Interesting. Hopefully, it's not too tall. Okay. So I need me some brick as well. We can hear the music. Okay, good. Good. A large gunship like the Angel of Death. I'm not familiar with the Angel of Death. What is that? Sounds dangerous. So these things are vital to this particular build because they provide a mud guard directly in front and behind of them. So you can get this nice little shape right here. It fits in real nice between the wheels without needing multiple pieces. And then I just stick a half peg or half pin in the bottom and attach a cheese slope. Let me show you. Yeah. Visualize that. So got the little peg. Put that here. Peg goes in the bottom. So how long did it take to make the Lego City? Well, I started it last April. I'm still working on it, so it's been almost a year at this point. But you know what they say, slow and steady wins the race. Is this live stream for a video? For a video? No, it's just for fun. Like, do you mean instead of a video, perhaps? Okay. So I need this. Where did that piece go? There it is. So that's gonna sit right there. So really, it's only this far. Can you guys see okay, or do you want me to zoom in on what I'm building? Hey Coco, I have $200 as a Lego budget for the year. Should I get the ATTE or a bunch of parts? Well, do you want to display and have something to build? Or do you want to, something to play with, or do you want to build mocks? Just kind of depends on your preference there. If it were me, I would probably go the mock route, but I'm also primarily a mock builder, so that's what I enjoy more. So you just got to go with your personal preference. I would love to see a drone carrier, a truck that can launch drones. Oh, that would be kind of cool. Little catapult type build. What would be even cooler if it flew? Like you have like this massive ship that like could deploy a ton of drones. That could be fun. That could be a real treat. Is the tank gonna have room in it? I don't know. To see. See what happens here. I also feel like I'm building this wrong. Is that what? Is that what I do? That's confusing. Don't buy the new turbo tank? Oh, don't worry. No worries here. I will not be purchasing that. Not interested in the slightest. I've seen it in person. Whew. Whew. That's all I'm going to say. Okay. Ah, there we go. I like it. What did I use to connect the door? This? Yes. Yeah. Have you ever tried making an HADF submarine? I have not. I haven't really done any naval vehicles. Alright, so the back has been reattached. However, it flares out of the side quite a bit, which I don't like. So, what am I going to do about that? I don't know. We'll cross that bridge when we come to it. How about that? Okay, so that's going to sit there. Just need a little piece to temporarily attach it. I support your videos and you. Well, thank you. I appreciate that. I'm building the HADF in Minecraft. No way. That's awesome. Do the tanks. Definitely tanks. Do you like Geonosis troopers? They're all right. They're kind of weird. Will you build the walls surrounding the city? Maybe. What do you guys think of that? It's looking pretty good so far. Maybe. I don't know. I'm not too thrilled about this back. Yeah, I think what I need to do is raise it up. Or it might not. Have you tried the Jurassic Park theme? Oh, I love the Jurassic Park theme. I have the Brachiosaurus set. That one's probably my favorite set from that wave. Such a good set. Well, guys, this is going to be a little bit more challenging than I initially thought it would. Which is most unfortunate. I guess if I did that, that's not going to work. I think I need to stop worrying about the back until the sides are done. I'm trying to do too much at once. Have you guys ever done that where you're trying to build the entire thing at once? It just doesn't work. You can't build the entire thing at once. You gotta build it section by section. Thoughts on the Geonosins? Cool. I mean, they've been driving me crazy recently because of Republic Commando, but they're all right. Also, Coconut, do you still have snow? Oh, we have snow, my friend. We have a ridiculous amount of snow. Oh, get this. Last night I heard like this hissing sound outside, and I looked out there and there was this massive possum. And so I had to go out there and scare it off because I didn't want it messing with my cats. It was huge. It was hissing. What's your problem, bro? To get it out of there. Oh yeah, it's not too bad. Not too bad. Should make a fight between the Protectorate mechs and the bot fighters. Not sure who the bot fighters are. Warhammer 40k or Star Wars? What do you like more? I don't know which one I like more. At the moment probably Warhammer 40k, but I'd say like historically Star Wars. See you later, Natalia. Thanks for joining. Have a great work. Hey, really enjoy the new series and love a good stream. Thank you so much, man. You are too kind with those donos. You don't need to do that. Thank you. Keep up the good work. I appreciate you, man. Thanks. Will you watch The Tomorrow War? I have seen it and I did not care for it. That's the one with Chris Pratt, right? Not a fan. Imagine if the quadrant alien things betray the Protectorate. Well, they are the Protectorate. That's their name. That's their faction name. It's who they are. I'd love to see a T-55A with a full interior. Well, you won't be seeing it here. Tell you that. Oh yeah. I love these inverted slopes. Do you think you can add a trailer to the tank? Probably not. I don't really know why I would need a trailer. It's really haul cargo. The guys go inside the tank. Wow, it is already so much taller. Look at that. That's crazy. Hopefully it's not too tall. I don't think it'll be too tall. Why does that look lower than the rest? For this. A large gunship like the AC-130 would be cool. It would be really cool. The problem is I don't really know how to do ship airplane bodies, like the round body part. Because I would like to, I just haven't gotten there yet, skill wise. Currently finishing up the hull for my Leopard. Nice. How's it coming out? What scale did you build it in? The fact that I'm watching this on both TV and phone, double the views, baby. Double the views. All right, let's see if I reattach the front, how things are looking. Okay, tell me what you guys' thoughts are so far. Upgrade, downgrade? Is it looking better? I think it's looking a little bit better. It's just looking a little bit more natural. That kind of lip, that lip above previously with those curved slopes looked kind of strange. So, good Lego Builder alert. Nice. Nice. Who's your favorite Star Wars actor? Ooh. Ooh, Sir Christopher Lee, that's a good one. I'm a big Ewan McGregor fan. He's just such a good actor. He's got good he did good in Star Wars. He's got good roles out of Star Wars. Wish I could scoot that back by one stud. I wonder if is that illegal? Can I do that? I cannot. Okay, so that's the closest it can get. Well, good to know. Yes. Yo, it's Graham Gillis. What's up, man? How you doing? It's going pretty good. I am redesigning the tank from my HAEF video, and you can see it's basically a from the ground up rebuild. But, you know, so far, I'm not hating it. Minifig scale. Okay, nice. So like 1/35, roughly. Upgrade looks like it can actually fit minifigs. It definitely has more of an interior. Looks like a boat. Yes. Yes, which is a good thing because it's amphibious. I hope you're having a good day so far. It's been all right. Not my best day. I had a stressful day yesterday, and I just having some residual stuff from that, fortunately. But hopefully the rest of the day will be better. Starting it off with you guys, so hopefully that'll help things improve. Oh, I can't. Me and my sister finished a Lego Leopard 2 yesterday. Oh, cool. Dang. Are you going to feature more HADF special forces? I would like to, GXO games. I'm just trying to figure out what exactly I want that to look like. But yes, I would like to do more. I think it would be cool if the Protectorate forces had a small team of traders, like a rogue robot force that split off. That would be cool. I wonder how I would work that in lore-wise. Because they are robots who are programmed and controlled by the Protectorate. That's not too bad, right? Just something's off. What is it? Coconut, what mock should I build? Why don't you build... Well, what kind of pieces do you have, I guess? It doesn't work. Why? Why not? Why? I hate it when I want something to work and it just doesn't. That's it. It's time to bring in the wedge plates. Death Watch flashbacks? What is Death Watch? Feels like a while since I've built another mech, doesn't it? Like I feel, last mech I built was like beginning of February, so it's been almost a month. Oh, that's not gonna work at all. Dang it. Okay, well, that's gonna be a problem. Well, guys, we have a problem. Can you do another Star Wars mock? Yeah, I'm sure I will. Bro, the East Coast weather has been ridiculous. So sick of snow. I was telling these guys I had to chase a possum around in the snow last night, keeping it away from my cats. It was so deep, I was just like waiting around a flashlight, an airsoft gun. Do you have an idea for my protectorate forces? I do not. It sticks out too far. Yeah, this is gonna be more of a redesign than I initially planned. Holy cow. I've got to go in depth. Which makes sense. I don't know why I thought raising the height of the entire tank wouldn't affect the nose. So whoa, been in the 70s in Alabama? Oh, dude. Are you kidding me? That's so unfair. We should all have to suffer with the same weather conditions. You're out there living the dream. That's crazy. 70 degrees. It's a little colder here. Safe to say. A little colder. I don't like that. What's the most important part of a human army? Their brain? I don't know. Okay. Think. 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 What are you doing? Would you try to make a Warhammer 40k mock? Yeah, I'd like to. Have you ever used a minifigure series minifig for your troopers? Yes, I've used pieces of one. In fact, the HAEF soldiers used the Bear Knights leg. Sorry, I'm trying to think. I'm sure I'll be paying for it in August. That's true. Winter lasted 2 days. Where did it last 2 days? 80s on the West Coast. Whoa. Let's see. Just for a reference, right now, we're looking at a warm and tropical 27 degrees. Feels like 18. So, there you go. That's what I'm dealing with over here. Oh, this is frustrating. This is frustrating, guys. I should have just left it, to be honest. I feel like it's looking worse now. Fight between the mechs and the illegal battle mechs. Oh, dude, the illegal battle mechs would get hooked. They wouldn't stand a chance. They'd be battered and deep fried. Battered, deep fried, and served with a side of onion rings. I suck at making tanks. Any tips? Well, I'm feeling the same right now. I don't know. What am I doing, guys? What am I doing with my life? Oops. If I put that on, I can attach these. Necrons or Space Marines? Oh, give me Space Marines all day. Dark Angels, baby. Dark Angels and their secrets. What are we doing here? Let's see. Ooh, any non-spoiler things you can tell us? All right, so non-spoiler things. one thing that I'm particularly excited about is I'm actually going to be building a mini map of this new world that I've created so you guys can really actually see where things sit in relation to each other. Like a full detailed like topographic, not just like a flat thing, but like actual mini builds and stuff. And so I feel like that's going to really help everyone understand the continent of Kokundra a lot better. I'm also going to be coming up with a name for the world and a name for this universe so I can stop saying my custom world every time because I'm so tired of saying that. I was going to name it Bioforge because I really like that, but apparently that's already a video game. So I just don't think that's really going to work, fortunately. I went with Bioforge because it was like, whoops, sorry. Um, it's like everything is, there's just so much life being forged, new things being built. So let's see. Could you use the 3x3 rounded slope piece that is used on the front of the Republic Swamp Speeder thing in the Ahsoka Trooper Battle Pack to get the front slope? What is that piece? I'm trying to think if I own that piece. Hold on a second. Let's see. Let's see what Vader's talking about here. Oh, are you talking about this thing? Oh, you're talking about this, huh? Do I have that piece? Well, I mean, I obviously have this set, but it's sealed. Hmm. Hmm. I wish I had that piece because I don't want to open that battle pass. So I'm trying to think. I don't think I have that piece in any other color. Ooh. No, that wouldn't work. What if I... The problem I'm having here is... Let me just put this and show you guys. Actually, you know what? That doesn't look too bad, does it? I stuck a plate underneath so it's not as sloped. That actually looks all right. I just need to figure out what to do with this lip front. Oh yeah, is the HAF vehicle you're teasing set number 60471? I don't know. Maybe. Might be. Might not be. Forgot about that. Okay, this front though, guys. This front. Because I feel like that top looks fine, but what I'm not liking is this step down right here to this round part. I need the round part to be higher up, kind of like here maybe. That. How do I do? Ooh, wait a second. Hold on a second. Yeah, it's not the right color either. Come on, there we go. I think what I need to do is swap out these headlight bricks. Chaos Space Marines or Space? Oh, definitely Space Marines. I don't like Chaos Space Marines. Anything else would be heresy. Do you like the Poppy Playtime games? I don't know what that is. Is that like a... Yeah, I don't know. I'm not familiar with the Poppy Playtime games. Those online games, console game. I need it. I need this front part to I need more overlap. What I need. What do you guys think about that? Does that look too goofy? I'm trying to smooth out this gap right here. I'm just trying to like smooth out this front. Cause see, it's like super flat on the bottom. That's okay on the bottom. You don't see it as much. But what about the top? That's not too bad. We'll leave it for now and see what I think. Would you ever consider a battle Scarif Mach or Jedi? Not Scarif. Potentially Jeddah someday, because I like Jeddah, but Scarif's been done so many times. I don't really think I would. I don't have a new take to add to Scarif. Oh. There's been many far better Scarif Machs than I would ever do without. So I'll leave it up to them. Leave it up to those guys. Okay, guys. Well, we have the same problem we had before. So that is really unfortunate. I'll show you what I mean in just a second. Let me get this put back together. Man. Pisses me off. Do you know where you got the sci-fi police armor? Bricklink. I got all of it on Bricklink. What's up? Are ye confident? Welcome to the stream. Star Wars versus Space Marines in a war? Dude, Space Marines would clean up. My man, Axidroid. It is good to see you, dude. How was the Bricktastic? It looked like you guys had a lot of fun. I wish I really hope I could go someday and hang out with y'all. It looked like a blast. And Warhammer World, man, I'm so jealous. That's so cool. Welcome to the stream. I'm trying to redesign my amphibious tank, and I'm having some issues, but should figure it out. Okay, guys, look at this. So I have the same problem as I did before, where the plate is overhanging the wheels again. It's because the wheels are so thick, I'm realizing. Because these inverted slopes, you can see they stick out over the vehicle. I almost said vehicle, but it's only about half the wheel, and so the other half is being covered up by these slopes. I don't know about this, guys. That just looks goofy having this flat overhang like that. Why won't this work? Prime Need, what's up, man? How you doing? I'm playing Republic Commando. Good luck. Went to a secondhand Lego store a few weeks ago and bought all Horn Company Star Wars. No way, that's awesome. What a steal. What should I add to my armory? I have a bunch of minifigs, 2 Humvees, something like an MROC, Leopard, Mobile Command Center. Sounds like you need some aircraft. Clones versus Protectorate. Just clones. The clones would win, but with Protectorate technology, maybe Protectorate. It was great, such a chill con. Wish Atlanta wasn't so close to it. I know, right? That does kind of. They're literally like a week apart, so it's like, well, can't really go to both. Oh, what am I gonna do? What did I do there? Ah. You know what I think? I think I know what I need to do, guys. I think I need to widen. Yeah, I need to widen the entire base. It's 4 studs wide. That's just not wide enough for a tank. Because if I do that, then I won't need these. Because the reason these slopes need to hang over the edge is because I don't want the tank to be 6 studs wide. It's too narrow for a tank. But if I make the base 6 studs wide, these very end inverted slopes will end up sticking out 1 more stud in each direction, giving me that needed 8 stud width, and then I can just put these slopes directly on top of the invert slopes like that. Boom. Here we go. All right, let's try it. I think this could work, guys. I think I just need to make the bottom wider. Which, of course, is going to mess up the front, too, and everything. Like, essentially, we're building this from scratch at this point. And guess what happens when you do that? You get put in timeout. Okay, that means I'm going to need new axles, though. This is rough, guys. This is so much more extensive than I planned, but I'm trying to get the best tank possible, so I will do what needs to be done. Yes, exactly. One step forward, two steps back. Exactly. It's a great way of putting it. I do think this is going to work, so I'm feeling good. It just makes more sense. Like, why would you have a tank base that's only 4 studs wide? That's too narrow. Okay. This is good though. You guys get to see what my building process actually looks like. It's very chaotic and very frustrating at times. All right, so get rid of these old axles. What I'm using are these half pins because they wobble less. Well, a little bit less, I guess. Still give me a nice speedy spin potential. So then stick those over here. Oh yeah, this is gonna be much better. See you later, Stacy. Thanks for joining the stream. Hope you have a good day. Coco, you could try using longer inverted slopes. The problem with longer inverted slopes is it doesn't create the right look because it's kind of hard to explain, but it's just too steep or too long of an angle for a mud guard, if that makes sense. All right, how long is this going to be? I do want to keep the tank the same length because I was really happy with that length. Okay, so it's just 2 of these. What are your thoughts on Squid Games? I've never seen it. One of my brothers really likes it, but I've never watched it. Maybe you could add bounty hunters to your sci-fi worlds. Probably not. I've just never been obsessed with bounty hunters. It's not really looking. I tried making a car that was a 4x8 base and it was absolute failure. Yeah, good old Lego. What's up, IKEA man? Welcome. Did you get anything good at IKEA recently? Because the nice thing is, technically, I'm not even changing the overall width of the tank. So the tank, when it's all said and done, is going to look the same width. It's just going to be... I mean, it'll be slightly wider, I guess, because these wheels are like, what is this? A stud extra. So yeah, it will look a little bit wider. Never mind. It won't be too bad. Oh, Axidroid. That is the $1,000,000 question right there. I have been struggling. I'm trying to find 2 things. So first I need the planet name, and then second I need the name for this universe. Like, you know, how there's Halo, Star Wars, Warhammer. Like, what do I want to call? Because I'm so tired of saying my custom world every time. But the problem is I have so much pressure because it's like, oh, it's got to be like, it's got to be perfect. It's got to be this dope name. You know what I mean? And so I'm really struggling with that. Let me see. I think I wrote down. The annoying thing is I've had inspiration for other stuff, but I just can't seem to find the planet name. But I think I might have wrote something down. Let me see. I'll throw it around, throw it out there. Oh yeah. So what do you guys think about this for the planet? So this is the planet name that everyone lives on. Vitalaris. So Vitalaris, Vitalaris. Vita means life, and Solaris is the sun and warmth of energy. So it's just like, I don't know, life, the genesis of life, if that makes sense. I don't know. Vitalaris. It's got kind of a good ring to it. And I'm trying to think too, because I don't want it to be too similar to something else. I don't want to do like Garzant or something like that, but I can't really think of any other planet name in science fiction that's a Vitalaris or similar to that. But you guys let me know. You're telling me Holy Terra is taken? Who would have guessed? Build faster? I'm building as fast as I can. Like, I don't know. For me, I love names that have meaning. And so I just tried to find like a good because like this planet is what gives them all life, right? It's not the center of all life. So that's the other thing I don't want. I don't want to confuse people and like, oh, this is the nexus of the universe because as we already know, there are other planets out there. Also, what do you guys think of Quadron for the Quadranids planet? Simple, just you know how Geonosis, Geonosians, Quadranids. I don't know. Wow, you guys are actually really liking that. Maybe I will go with Vitalaris. It's got a good ring to it. I also have a really cool name for another faction. Ooh, Vitaris. Ooh, actually, Vitaris isn't bad. It's shorter. Because one thing I was like, Vitalaris is kind of long. Vitaris is like a shortened Vitaris. Oh, dang, Axidroid. I'm gonna write that down. Vitaris. What do you guys think? Vitalaris or Vitaris? I think the universe name is the hard. I agree, Axie. It's really hard because it encompasses so much, and it's so frustrating too because you see names like Star Wars and Halo, and you're like, oh, it just like perfectly encapsulates the story. And so I want to try and create something similar to that. I mean, Warhammer's good too. It's just, I mean, didn't take much to come up with that. Warhammer. What if I did like Battle Axe for my Vitaris? Second option. Dang, Axie. That was a good one. I might have to take that one. How are you just so good at everything, Axie? You can design vehicles, you can design aliens, you can come up with planet names, you can draw. How have you not been hired by some major gaming company yet? Vitaris Major? Oh yeah, I like that. Vitaris. But would that mean that there has to be a Vitaris Minor? Like would I have to do multiple planets within the Vitaris system? Hmm. That could open up some things. Now you got me thinking. Call the universe Genesis program. Oh, that's not bad. I kind of want to do a one-word one though, if possible. That's because he is the gaming company's. Yo, what's up, Heart of Reality? How you doing? Now you guys got me thinking. Ooh, Vitaris Minor could be a lunar mining colony. Dang, so many good ideas. The problem is, I guess spoilers, but humanity has not yet made it out of their solar system. But I'm like, have they established mining colonies? Other like asteroids and stuff? On the moon? Because you would think if they were this advanced, they would have traveled to their moon by now. But they've also been ravaged and destroyed by the bio wars. So, like, is there anything left out there? My favorite Star Wars planet is definitely Naboo. Now I'm distracted from the tank and just thinking about names. Because like let's think about names and why is Star Wars called Star Wars? It's obvious, right? It's an intergalactic war. War among the stars. Why is Halo called Halo? It's all centered around the massive Halo rings. So like what is my universe centered around? I don't really even know yet. I want something that incorporates life, because one thing that I really emphasize, I feel like, with my universe is life, right? There's a lot of it. There's the bio nightmares, there's the HADF, there's the quadranids, there's the protect, like there's new factions, new life, new creation. Maybe that's what it should be based around, creation. Because I can't say anything else. There's obviously a lot more than that, but I can't reveal it yet. I mean, you guys have probably guessed that there's another faction coming with all the lime green stuff. Major and minor doesn't mean that both are habitable. Okay, that's a good point. Appreciate the kind words. I envy your storytelling, which I feel is hard. Oh, thank you. It is. I'm not gonna lie, it is kind of difficult, like to sit down and because I try to put a story in pretty much most of the videos I do, and honestly, the quick stories aren't hard. It's all of this together that's really been a struggle because now I'm dealing with timelines, continuity, and like conflict resolution is tough because like I set up these things and I'm like, okay, now I need a good payoff for what I've hinted at. So I appreciate that. Here we go. Comment. I love this comment. Where did it go? Oh no, where did it go? A chronicle about life on an alien planet. I got it. Bionicle. Oh my gosh, that's funny. What is creation? A good creation on Prime Wars. Humeris goes hard. Humeris does go hard, but what does that mean? Is this for Moenia Prime? Yes, this tank is part of the HAEF. You low-key could make a book out of this. I actually do want to make a. I would like to novelize it. I'm being serious. I started writing a book form because I do. But if nothing else, I want to have a way to chronicle this story because my lore is spread out over all the videos, right? And even if I will do lore update videos, but there's always going to be more stuff coming, and not everybody sees every video, and so it would be nice to have it in book form. The problem is building mocks, making videos, running the channel, life stuff, and writing a book is obviously beyond my capabilities right now. Coconut, are you a Christian? Catholic? I saw a picture of Jesus. Yes, I am Christian. Yeah, I've got a picture of Jesus up on one of my shelves. Is there a general for the HADF? Yes, there's multiple. What does HADF and HAEF stand for? HADF stands for Human Alliance Defense Force, and HAEF is Human Alliance Expansion Force. Oh boy, listen to this comment from Brick Built Tank Enthusiast. Coconut, you should make more civilian stuff for Moenia Prime, like gangs and car culture and stuff. I think it'd be cool if you incorporated retro future car from the 50s. I read this because I want you guys to hear that comment because of what video is coming out next week. So stay tuned. I may have done all of that already. Brick Built Tank Enthusiast. It just hasn't out yet. Well, whatever. I can spoil it for you guys. So there is a new game being revealed next Sunday, and they have a vehicle. Any idea for religions for this world? No, I haven't. No, I'm still trying to like build the world itself. I haven't even gotten into religion yet. Ugh. Man, I'm not even building tanks anymore. I'm just thinking about names. I feel like we got to come up with a good universe name while we're thinking of stuff. I want to do something with creation because I feel like that's what all of this stems around. Me wanting to create my own world, the HADF creating new technology, Quadrant's trying to create a new place to live. But there's also a lot of destruction because we're going to be introduced to some new factions that see the world very differently from the existing factions, let's say. A very different way of approaching other people, species, and situations. What kind of tank are you making? It's an amphibious tank. What's up, Boston Stein? Welcome, Robo Monkey. Why don't you collaborate with other content creators? I do. I just haven't collabed in a while. Also, I don't like other people have their own niches that they kind of build in, you know what I mean? Viteris for the universe or the planet? Ooh, interesting, Axidroid. Viteris for universe or planet. Because Viteris would make sense for a universe name because I'm basing the name off of life, vitality, and the sun. So it's like life. A universe of life is essentially what we built here. What do you think of that, guys? And then I just have to pick a new planet name. Viteris. Oh. I might just have to hire you as my world builder, Axidroid. I'm gonna do a poll. Also, we have 98 people in the chat, so I apologize if this is boring, but this is very interesting to me right now. And I'm liking what you guys are throwing out. I appreciate these suggestions. I should have done this sooner because it's very hard to come up with it by myself. Even when I did Moenia Prime, I was with someone. They helped me. Okay. How did we spell? Was Viteris? Oh, with an I. Viteris, right? Should I use Viteris? All right, let me know what you guys think. Okay, what's up, Diamond Ninja Official? How you doing? Ooh, Nucifera for the planet. That's Latin genus for coconut bearing. No way! Hold on a second. For the coconut bearing palm tree, guys, we might have a planet name here. Nucifera. Dude, the Latin genus, that's genius. I didn't even think of that. The brain sturgeon. What do you guys think of that? That's crazy. How are you guys so much better at names than I am? All my names sucked. Uh, universe incorporating the word phoenix. Ooh, because things are being destroyed and reborn. Phoenix. Phoenix, Arizona. Just kidding. Coconut, what's your favorite tank you've built? Definitely the Cuspis 2. Ro cooked so hard with that one. Holy cow. What do you guys think? Oh, well, let's see what's winning. Name of the universe. Okay, looks like Axidroid just dropped in and just casually named my universe for me. How about that? Hmm, that's really tempting. Because if I did, what was the other one? Nucifera? Is that what it was? I need to screenshot that before I forget. Nucifera. I like that. It's a very unique sounding name. That's it. That's the one. Phoenix, Arizona. I knew it. I knew I was cooking with that. Names are hard for me. I got my own setting for a better part of 2 decades and only have the names for the main continent and some of the factions. Yeah, I can do like I think the problem with the planet and the universe was the pressure. Because I got lucky with the quadranids because I was like, oh, 4 legs, quadranid, and then quadron. Like I got lucky with that one. I mean, I'm still pleased that I came up with it, but it was right there in front of me. You know what I mean? Okay, so hey, Coconut, I'm on my mom's account. Well, welcome. Shout out to your mom for letting you use her account. All right, so it looks like people are liking Viteris for the name of the universe. All right, let's do a new poll, shall we? How many jets have you made? Just the one. I need to do more. I'm really bad at jets. Okay. Universe, Viteris, planet. It's going to take me a while to figure out how to spell that one, though. I keep forgetting. I got the first part. Oh, yeah, yeah, yeah. Okay. Right? Why does that look weird? Yeah, okay. I'm going to do one more poll, guys. Then I'll be done and I'll get back to building. Okay, just let me know what you guys think of that. Yes or no? It's a simple answer or a simple question. 110 people in the chat. All right, I gotta actually do some building now. Coconut, is it possible to see future creatures like a biohunter that could fight against both factions to protect its territory? It is definitely possible, and it might even be in the works, but I can't reveal any more than that. Okay. When's going to be the next update on your World War II mock on the other channel? Hopefully soon. I'm trying. it's almost done. Well, it's not almost done, but it's getting there. I've been doing more progress. How much longer does the stream have left? How long have I been going for? Oh, dang, I've been going for almost an hour and a half. We'll go for a little bit longer. I mean, I'm vibing. I feel like we're all vibing right now. We gotta keep this vibe session going on a little bit longer. Chef T, dude, what's up, man? How you been? What you up to today? I am trying to build a tank. Trying is the keyword there. And then we are in the process of naming my custom universe. Testing out different. Wow, that's almost it is almost we have 87% saying yes with only 13 saying no, 53 votes. I guess I get to take partial credit for the name, the planet name, because I started out with Vitalaris. But man, Axie, how'd you come up with that so fast? I've got to head out soon. It's been great. Always love a good coconut stream. Membership has been amazing. Highly recommend it, dude. Thank you so much. I appreciate that, man. Enjoy the rest of your Sunday. And I will too as I try to recover from PTSD of yesterday's stream. Good luck with Camino. Don't let those circles bully you too much. Welcome to Nucifera, one of the many planets in the Viterra system. Yet it's the only one being ravaged by war. Sounds like a baller intro. That kind of does, dude. That kind of does. Although I will say this, I don't want to. They're actually, if you watched the Alien video, you'll know there's been one other planet that was ravaged by war. What is this? So there have no, you're right. Short names hit Halo, Dune. You're right. And I wanted a short name too, because Star Wars is good, but Star Wars is 2 words. It's long. Whereas now I can just say in the world of Viteris, my Viteris world. We'll see. I'll shop it around and see what I think. But like, it's a good start. Um, what would you say is the franchise that inspired you most to make Millennia Prime? So the most inspiration I got was actually from the new Hashima collab. That's literally what started all of this. I saw it in person, and it literally lit this, not literally, it lit this fire in me that I hadn't felt for years. Like, I need to do something like this. This is what I've wanted to do. Like, they encapsulated what we all wanted to do as kids, our own custom world, cool mechs, machines, vehicles, buildings. It was like, it was it. And I'd been struggling with Star Wars for a while, and it was kind of like a revelation. It was like a spiritual experience. I was like, this is it. This is what I need to do. I need to build mechs, and I want to build a Lego city, and that's where I started. And you guys remember in Mimban, I used the sand blue doors for the base, and I was like, I really want to use sand blue in my next mock. And so then I was like, oh, perfect, sand blue mechs, and then just kind of went from there. Coconut, have you ever heard of Sabaton? I was a big time Sabaton listener when I was a teenager. I don't listen to it much anymore. I don't listen to a lot of heavy metal music, but yeah, I know who they are. They make good stuff. New Hashima was insane to see in real life, especially the biggest version. Yeah, it was incredible. Like the underground bunker with the mechs coming out of it, the build. It was insane. So I gotta give them credit for inspiring that. And then I just kind of went from there, one step at a time. I was like, well, if I have mechs, I need something to fight the mechs, and I want a cool little acronym like human faction. So thus was born the HADF. And then I was like, okay, who do I want the mechs to be piloted by? And because the little head that was in them was so small, I was like, well, these either need to be piloted by AI or aliens, and I am kind of sick of the AI story trope, to be honest. So I was like, you know what? We're going with little aliens that are secretly piloting things. These things making the humans think it's AI, but they're actually the ones behind it. And thus, Millennia Prime was born. And now Kokundra on the planet of Nusafara. Oh, it's crazy. Although, is that egotistical of me to work in my own channel names so much into the? It's literally all, not all, but like mostly coconut based. Hey, Coconut, have you ever thought about making an airship that acts as a flying fortress? Ooh, I can't say I have, but that would be cool. No, I don't have any 6x8 plates left. Hey man, love the builds. I really want to make futuristic armies inspired by your builds. That's awesome. It's a lot of fun. It's a lot of fun. Geezer voice back in '06, AI still felt fresh. I know, right? I mean, don't get me wrong. There was a time like I'm a big fan of Terminator. Like it was good. I just, like everything gets done, and I was like, I want to try something new, and I wanted to do Aliens, but like Aliens is another like classic trope that I'm like, okay, how can I do these things that I want to do, but do something a little bit new, if that makes sense. See you later, PJ. Thanks for joining. I see the recurrence of coconut as a motif. There you go. See, yeah, it's more so just like a fun Easter egg that we can all kind of like nod and wink at each other. It's like, oh yeah, Cocundra. We know what that is. Exactly. Man, I got to do these streams more often. You guys are a lot of fun to stream with. Thank you guys for being such a great community. Like, there's relatively little spamming, relatively little, like, no drama, no issues. It feels like we're all here for the same reason, which is nice. This isn't gonna work. Dang it. I'm all out of 6x8 plate, and that really sucks. really becoming a thorn in my side. I have an idea for something. Maybe you could put a heavy air assault platform. That sounds intriguing. Okay. All right, now we're back to the same problem that I was at before. Front. See, look how much wider this is. Doesn't that look so much better? It looks more like a tank. W stream for real though. Hey Coconut, how could I send you a really cool missile design? You could always send it. I have an Instagram. You can send me their mock ideas on Instagram. Should I add one? So why is Pachelbel's cannon playing right now? Shout out to you guys. We got 77 votes. A lot of interaction on the polls. That's what I like to see. All right, I want to at least get the shell of this built before I end the stream. So we're gonna go for a little bit longer, I think. Normally I end these at like an hour, hour 15, but my work is not yet done. This must be finished. See you later, the brain sturgeon dude. Brain sturgeon. Shout out for Nucifera. Thank you. Enjoy your dinner. You earned it. You earned a good dinner. Just made a tank crew. Nice. Nice. Did you go with official Lego parts or did you go the route of customs? Yeah, it looks better. Let's see. Yeah, it looks better. What's going on? What's going to be in the next video? I want to know. Well, I don't want to reveal too much, but next video is going to introduce a new faction in Moenia Prime. So not a global faction, but a Moenia Prime based faction. And a kind of new vehicle, kind of not. It'll make sense when you see the video. Welcome back, Pachararman Harper. I probably butchered that. I apologize. The vote is over now. We won. Should I end the poll? Well, people are still voting. I've been designing and 3D printing my own minifig helmets. Whoa. That sounds cool. I'm too much of a purist to do that, but I do think it's cool when other people do it. I don't know why I'm such a purist when it comes to Lego. Like, that's one of the reasons why I stuck with all official parts for all my minifigs. Aliens, Protector. Like, I didn't use any custom vests, helmets, legs. There's something about the challenge of like trying to build a dope military in the Lego system that I really wanted to do. And I wanted to make the armies feel accessible to other people. Like that was the same thing, same thoughts behind Rhino Company, my Clone Legion. I wanted it to be something that people are like, oh, like I'm not into decaling or like the custom world, but I could still build these if I wanted to. All right, guys, what are we thinking of this side profile? Much better, I'm thinking, than previously. This front section's a little, I don't know how I feel about that inverted slope right there, but I also don't really like how it looks with the big gap. So, what's up, Sarah Sarhan Thomas? Maybe. Welcome to the stream. How you doing? Are you going to Brickworld Chicago? I'm going to be there showcasing my custom mechs and ships. No way. That's awesome, LeBron James. I felt weird saying that. No, I will not be at Brickworld Chicago. I might be doing Brick Fair Virginia though. We'll see. See what happens. I do want to drop that. Interesting. I'm wondering if you should do long form videos with less editing because I like your videos because they make a welcoming background noise. Like you want less editing in the videos? Well, the videos wouldn't be as good. Gotta have that editing. Okay. How long until it comes out, by the way? I finished the tank. Next week's video just comes out next Sunday. Every Sunday, I try to do an upload of some kind, whether it's a stream, video. I've got a streak going. How long has it been since I didn't upload anything? I don't even remember when the last time I was that I didn't upload anything at all. I don't know, maybe someone in the chat remembers, but it's been a while. Been pretty consistent for the last year or two. There might have been 1 week last in summer of 2024, so maybe it's been like a year and a half. I've been building Lego cars. Should I attempt a 50s retro future car? I say do it. Why not? Could be cool. This tank is looking much better as I destroy it. Oh. Patience being tested. Sorely being tested right now. Okay. Why are the middle wheels taller than the... Oh. Been watching since Jabim. Oh my gosh, dude. That's crazy. I've definitely missed since Jabim. That was like 4 years ago, I think. That's crazy. How many people in the chat even know that I built a Battle of Jabim mock? That's major ball knowledge right there. Coconut Jabim mock. I actually took that to a convention and displayed it. My first time ever going to a convention. It was also my first time displaying. Man, these creative juices flooding the chat have me wanting to work on my own project. Yes, that's what we like to hear. Do it. Do it. Use this energy. Take advantage of it. That's part of the reason why I like to stream. I like this community. I like the vibes we cultivate here. What Lego sets do you recommend to make into what you're building? Well, I used pieces from the Jungle Explorer truck, but I'll be honest, I didn't use very many. So it's a lot of it was mostly just pieces from my own collection. All right, the rear's done. This is actually looking pretty good. It's looking more tank-like. It's just very robust now. It's much bigger and bigger. I think it's still going to look good with that turret. I know you made Jabim. I'm here from Coruscant. I remember the crate you kept putting there. Oh, good old Coruscant. Oops. Good old Coruscant. Okay, the question is, how many parts do you think you own? I own a sickening amount of parts. I'm actually trying to get rid of a lot of them. I have too many parts. But it's kind of hard to do, unfortunately. The front looks very Striker-esque. Yes, it does. I'd say I took a lot of inspiration from the LAV25 and Striker for this bad boy. All right, I'm going to need your guys' feedback in a second, so get your feedback goggles ready. Because I'm testing out 2 designs for this side right now. So which section do you prefer? On this side? On this side, the slopes have been raised up 1 plate. So you can see they're slightly taller than this slope on the side because there's a plate running along right here. So essentially we've got the side with the slopes raised up. over here on this side, I removed that plate and connected the slopes directly to the cheese slope, so it's more in line with this wedge plate or with this wedge brick on the side. However, it will make it so the overall body isn't as tall, which I don't know if is a good thing. So are we liking the raised side more, that's taller, or the lower, slimmer side? Let me know in the comments. What if you did a parts giveaway? I mean, I could. I just giveaways can be tough because I don't really know who it's going to, and I don't really like if somebody who wins the parts giveaway doesn't want parts, then I just have to keep doing the giveaway until I can find someone, which would be a lot of work. Giveaways are a lot of work. And then I feel like as soon as I do one giveaway, people just ask for them nonstop, which bothers me. Lower, second, lower, not raised up. My cat is watching too. Shout out Debbie Debbie Plate. Sorry, what? Debbie Tip Lady's cat. I hope they are enjoying the tank. Oh, we got first, second one, second. What do you think of the smart play? I mean, I personally don't build with Lego for electronics and noises, so it's just not really my thing. But I'm sure it's being targeted towards kids anyways, not me. But yeah, I don't care for it. It's weird. Arctic Explorer train, maybe. Maybe someday I could get into trains. Be kind of cool to do like some kind of depot, like you know that train in Avatar that gets wrecked. Is at the beginning of the second one. That would be kind of fun to build something like that at the Protectorate and HADF forces are kind of fighting over. Although I'd probably have to like change it to be a little bit more sci-fi. All right, I'm gonna get the rest of these cheese slopes on, and then we'll call it a day. I just want to put those on because you guys have been so great. You deserve to see some solid progress on this tank before I shut things down. And thank you guys for tuning in for so long. We still have 100 people in the chat. Shout out chat. All right, where are my green cheese slopes at? And then I'll probably just have to finish the rest of this off camera, so it's ready for the next time I need it. I low-key could sit through a 3-hour stream. I used to do 3-hour streams. There were a couple times where I'd stream for like 4.5 hours. I do long streams back in the day. Okay. Well, it took, how long have I been streaming? Took an hour and 45 minutes, but I think we have the beginnings of a much, much better tank chassis. Look at that. That looks so much better. See, just look at the seamless way those slopes connect to the inverted slopes instead of hanging over the edge. That looks so much better. And then I got the back on, the front's on. The front's actually looking really good too. So now basically the final challenge will be figuring out how to connect the front and side and kind of like top area right there. Yeah, there we go. This tank is, oh dude, look how much better this looks already. Oh, that looks so much beefier. So, that was one thing I didn't really like. The tank looked small. Now that looks like it could actually fit guys in the back. Oh yeah. Oh wow. So, oh, here's a good question I'll answer before I end. So do you fully deconstruct it for the video? How do you do it exactly? Yes. So typically what happens is I will build something pretty much in its complete in its what's the word, in its completeness, completely like this before recording the video, and then I will disassemble it by section. So like, let's say if this were to be in a video next week, what I would do is I would take the turret off the body, I would dismantle portions of the turret. So I take the back half and the front half, take apart the front half but leave the back half built, rebuild the front half on camera, take apart the back half, rebuild the back half on camera, connect that, and then I do that with the body. And the reason I do that is because if I take the entire thing apart before the video, I don't remember, I can't always remember exactly how everything goes back together because obviously there's no instructions. And so if I do it section by section and I look at the previous section, it helps me remember, because what I don't want to happen while I'm filming is me fumbling around, like taking things apart. I want it to look like a smooth build process. So depending on the vehicle, it'll be taken apart completely, it'll be taken apart partially. Like, I'm trying to think. The mech that I built a few weeks ago, I think I took that apart almost completely, except for one of the legs and one of the arms, because I only show you how to build one leg and one arm, and then I keep the other one built so I can have a frame of reference, because that's the hardest thing, is trying to rebuild something I've built without instructions. So, shout out. Shout out to Axidroid. Shout out to Brain Sturgeon. Shout out to all you guys for just making this such a good stream. Shout out to Vader's Basement for the donation. Shout out to all you guys. You guys are awesome. Thank you. I mean, look at this. This looks so much better already. It was a pain, but it was worth it in the end. So that is it for this week. I did a stream instead of a video, but don't worry. I already have a video ready for next Sunday, and it's going to be introducing a new game. So got some good stuff in the works. That does it for me, though. I will catch you guys all later. Until next time, happy building.